I only know and, but, and so. Are there any cool words that I don't know? Oh yes, my friend, just wait and see. With moreover and however, you will speak fluently. So if you use and but every day, let's find some cooler words to say. However, moreover, on the other hand, these magic words will make your English grand. Hello and welcome back to Thrive with Sushmita. So today I am giving your sentences a makeover with connector words. So are you ready to shine? Let's dive in because these words will make your English smarter and sharper. So let's begin. First, you have to understand what are connector words. Connector words are special words that connect your thought and it helps you to write and speak in a better way. Like English glue. Exactly. They will work as a glue for your grammar. Now, what are these connector words? These are words that actually connect your ideas just like a bridge. Instead of repeating the same basic words, you can use connector words to show contrast, result, time, or add information in a sentence. So let's get started. The first word is however. We use however to show contrast, two opposite ideas. I wanted to go to the party, however, I am very tired, which means I'm wanting to go to the party, but I'm tired, and they're all contrasting, right? They're opposite to each other, which means I'm not going to the party. Another example, I love chocolates. However, I'm avoiding sugar. See the contrast between these sentences. So this word, however, helped us to join basically two different ideas. It connected two different ideas. So however showed contrast. The second word is moreover. Moreover is used to add extra information. Let me put it in a sentence. She's a great singer. Moreover, she writes her own lyrics. See, so it is showing that she's a singer. Along with that, she writes her own lyrics, which is adding up the information. So use moreover to add information. Comment in the box below and write a sentence using moreover. Let's see. The third word is therefore. Therefore is used to show results. He worked hard, therefore he passed the medical exams. So what happened? He actually studied very hard and the result is that he passed his medical examination. Correct. So what have you worked hard for? Use therefore and make a sentence of your own. Let's see. The next word or the connector word that you can use is nevertheless. Nevertheless also shows contrast but with a twist. Let me put it in a sentence. It was very cold. Nevertheless, I went for swimming. Now see, it was cold. I mean, people will usually not do something like that, but it was cold, but I went for swim. So it was cold. Nevertheless, I went swimming. See, we can use it in one more sentence. It was risky. Nevertheless, I did it. So there's a contrast, but with a twist. And this, I mean, when you use nevertheless in a sentence, it actually shows that you are super fluent. The next connector word is furthermore. This is also one way to add extra information. Let me put it in a sentence. The hotel was clean. Furthermore, the staff were friendly. So it is showing that both the things were happening. So hotel was clean and the staff, they were amazingly, they were nice and they were friendly and very good. So the hotel was clean. Furthermore, so you're adding extra information, right? The hotel was clean. Furthermore, the staff were friendly. The next connector word that we will learn today is consequently. It is used as to show result, but it's a very, very formal word and basically used in presentations or in formal setup. If I put it in a sentence, she broke the rule. Consequently, she was suspended. So it's a very, very formal way to show result. The next one is in contrast. We use this to show difference. If I use it in a sentence, he loves noisy cities, but I prefer quiet town. Okay, so this is showing contrast, or this is showing difference between two preferences, right? Now, how do you differ from your best friend? Use it in a sentence and let me know. The next word is meanwhile. Use meanwhile to show two things which are happening at once, or it's happening side by side. Okay, for example, she was cooking, meanwhile I set the table. So she was cooking, which was happening, and I set the table. So two things were happening together. The next one is on the other hand. It is used to show a different point. For example, reading is peaceful, but watching movies is exciting. So see, two different points, right? So you are showing that two different points together in a sentence. The next word is in addition to. It means to add more. Time to upgrade your English and stop using add and usually use in addition to. He is very polite. In addition, he is very hardworking. He is very polite. In addition, he is very hardworking. You could have said he is polite and hardworking, but when you use such words, it actually upgrades your English and shows that you're actually working on yourself to sound better and sharper. These were 10 connector words. Next time when you're writing or telling a story, skip the boring and sound amazing. Try mixing these connector words in your daily English and you will see the difference. If you enjoyed today's lesson, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel and share it with your friends. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, keep shining, keep thriving with Sushmita. Rise and shine. Thank you so much.